Once upon a time, in a small mountain village, there was an old lantern that hung in the town square. The villagers called it the Eternal Lantern because, no matter how fierce the wind blew or how heavy the rain fell, its flame never went out. The lantern had been burning for as long as anyone could remember, and it was said to protect the village from darkness and bad luck. But one cold winter night, the lantern began to flicker for the first time. The villagers grew worried. "What if the light goes out?" they whispered. "What will happen to us?" In the village lived a kind and curious girl named Lila. She loved the lantern and often sat beneath its warm glow, reading stories. When she heard the villagers' fears, she stepped forward. "I will find out why the lantern is flickering," she said, "and I'll bring its light back." The villagers were surprised. Lila was only a child, but her heart was full of courage. The village elder told Lila, long ago, a magical crystal was placed inside the lantern to keep it burning forever. "You must climb the mountain and visit the Crystal Keeper, who can restore its magic. But beware, the journey is full of challenges." Lila nodded. Armed with her scarf, a small bag of food, and her determination, she began her climb. As Lila entered the snowy forest at the mountain's base, the trees whispered, "Turn back, little one. This path is too dangerous." But Lila smiled and said, "I won't turn back. The lantern needs me." Suddenly, she faced a deep river with no bridge. She thought hard and noticed fallen branches nearby. Using them, she built a small bridge and crossed safely. Higher up, the wind howled fiercely. It blew so hard that Lila could barely stand. "You'll never make it," the wind roared. But Lila wrapped her scarf tightly and pressed forward, step by step. She sang a little song to keep her spirits high, and finally, the wind gave up, letting her pass. At last, Lila reached the top of the mountain, where a glowing cave awaited. Inside was the Crystal Keeper, a wise, gentle fox. The fox had fur that sparkled like diamonds. "You've come for the lantern's light," said the fox. "Why did you risk such a journey?" Lila replied, "Because the lantern protects my village, and everyone depends on its light." The fox nodded. "You have a pure heart. Take this shard of magic crystal and place it inside the lantern. But remember, the real light comes from the courage and kindness in your heart." Lila hurried back to the village, holding the crystal shard close. When she returned, the lantern's flame was nearly gone. Carefully, she opened the lantern and placed the crystal inside. Instantly, the flame roared to life, brighter and warmer than ever before. The villagers cheered and hugged Lila, calling her a hero. From that day on, the lantern's light was different. It shone not just with magic but with the love and bravery that Lila had shown. And whenever people looked at the lantern, they remembered that even the smallest among them could do great things. The end.